You are not going anywhere. Dr. Clayton is coming.
Dr. Silvano was my doctor.
Dr. Silvano is dead.
Trust me, I'm in better shape than he is. Goodbye.
Ma, you have to have an examination. Now, your blood pressure is up. You're tired. You have absolutely no color.
I'm an old white woman. I'm not supposed to have color.
Biff.
No.
Oh, Rose. Italian men are just the sexiest, most romantic, most gorgeous men in the world. And of course, they just worship me because I'm blonde and feminine and young with a great body.
What mirror do you use?
It's in my chest.
What do you mean you have a bubble? What is it? Is it pain?
If it was pain, I'd call it pain. I have a bubble.
Blanche, do you know what a bubble is?
I know what a bauble is.
I know what it is. I've had a bubble.
In your head.
A bubble is something that just sits there at vacation.
We thought you were going to tell her, Dorothy.
Well, I was waiting for the right moment. You know, like right after we landed in New York.
New York? I want to go to an island.
New York is an island.
No, I mean someplace where swarthy men who don't speak English rub oil all over your body.
Great, then we can go for a ride on the subway.
I'm getting married. What do you think about that? Oh.
I think it's a mistake.
To wear all that makeup.
I know it's fast, but I just don't know when I'll find another like him. He just, oh, girls, he makes me feel so good, so young, so happy.
Oh, Rose.
Out there and do it.
Did you know that my sister Lily still holds the record at our high school for the 100-yard dash? She served 3 terms on the city council, and she was the first woman in St. Olaf's to ever have a pilot's license.
Oh, really? Well, we have something in common, Lily. I was the first woman in my hometown ever to have a pilot.
Absolutely awesome.
We better get to the church.
Yeah.
Don't you think so?
Yeah.
Grandma, why don't you come with me and Daddy?
Come on, Sophia, it'll be fun. We can catch up with old times.
No, we can't. I had a stroke. Luckily, my memories of you were wiped out.
Your infestation profile is threefold. You have silverfish and water bugs in the drainage areas, and under the baseboard structure, you have Blattaria andropolis.
Did you hear that, Rose? The president of Greece lives under our baseboard.
Blattaria andropolis is a cockroach.
Maybe he'll be voted out next election.
What do you...
Part of the Middle East he's from.
I just won the raffle over at the movie theater. Tickets to the world premiere of Mr. Burt Reynolds' new movie tomorrow night.
That's nice.
And passes for me and my 2 best friends to the private party afterwards to be hosted by none of
People in it.
Ma, please. If not, I'm going to spend my entire vacation worrying about you.
Dorothy, I'll be fine. Besides, it'll be nice to have the house to myself. I can vacuum in the nude. Now get out of here.
Take care, Sophia. Mwah.
Honey, I'll call you the minute I get to the hotel.
I enjoyed. I patted a few bottoms. But that was it, Rose. No, Molly was my world. Then one day, a drunk in a Chevy took my world away. For a year, I was a zombie. I
Better be going, and if you decide to go ahead with it, I'll see you in Atlanta in a few days.
Are you scared?
Terrified,
I guess anybody would be.
I guess. Blanche?
You're always losing everything. You lost our tickets to the Julio Iglesias concert. You misplaced 2 sets of house keys. You even had to have somebody help you find your car at the airport.
I know I didn't lose those earrings. I'll find them for you right now.
You better hurry up. I have to be there by 6 o'clock.
Well, you've still got plenty of time. It's only...
Like to me, old Charlie was a little on the cheap side.
I'll say. Oh, Charlie was a wonderful man, but he could squeeze a nickel till the buffalo pooped.
Boy, I'll tell you, there's something to the power of suggestion. Excuse me. Dorothy, before I go, I need your opinion on something.
Yeah?
What should I give Phil's daughter as a wedding gift? Your grandmother's lace tablecloth or $50 towards getting a neck?
Give her the tablecloth.
You're right. She's got a husband. He doesn't care that she looks like Abe Vigoda. Why should I? I'll see you in a couple of weeks. night.
You know, we haven't slept together since I was a little girl.
Thank God.
I used to get into your bed whenever I had that dream about an awful lot of teeth and polyester.
Sophia, when are we going to be on?
We tape tomorrow afternoon in Hollywood.
You're kidding, Hollywood, California?
No, Rose, Hollywood on the planet Romulac.
Wait a minute, Ma, wait a minute. What do you mean tomorrow?
That's what it says on these tickets.
Honey, they have to give us more time.
I've never told anybody this, but I had to transfer high schools because of a field hockey incident.
Rose, that was a terrible thing to do, dumping Blanche. I'm not going to be your partner.
Oh, no, I want you all to stay partners. I've already got another partner. I signed up with Olga Nielsen.
Olga Nielsen is a terrific bowler. They could beat us.
There is no us, Rose. I am not bowling with you.
Oh, Dorothy, I don't ask many favors of you, but I'm asking one now. I'm begging, please, as a friend, be my partner. Blanche is...
Oh, Rose, you're such a good person. Many, many times I wished you were my daughter.
Ma, please.
And you, Dorothy, are a total disappointment. I can understand why Rose is dumping you as her bowling partner.
Rose is dumping Blanche. She is not dumping me.
You are not going to believe what happened. Those Nielsen twins are back together.
What?
Lars Lindquist, the man they were fighting over, he's dead. Found slumped over a desk at his Volvo dealership. When the girls found out about it, they decided to forgive each other. Now they're back together in the tournament.
Stu, don't tell me you've never heard of Mr. Terrific. Mr. Terrific's Clubhouse? Every weekday afternoon, 1 full hour on Saturdays?
You don't mean that clown with the kiddie show.
No, he's not a clown. He's a superhero. You're thinking of Bozo.
I'm talking to Bo. He and I took a bus to Palermo to look up our old friend, Teresa DeFino. We spent 2 hours on the bus, another hour looking for her house. We finally find the house, knock on the door, and what do you know? She died.
Ma, it happens.
That morning.
Yeah, but I mean, aside from that, you and Augie really had a great time, huh?
The market's in Miami. If it was in Phoenix, I'd be going in the sun.
Now, Sophia, Rose asked a perfectly sensible question.
Am I the only one she caught by surprise?
Ma.
Rose, I'm gonna buy a nectarine. I go to the market every day to buy a nectarine. At 82, that's life. A round trip on the number 6 bus to buy...
You start again.
I don't know. I've just been under a lot of stress lately. My job, Ma, getting married.
You're growing older, you don't go out much, your chin is starting to droop.
You know, since I've already had the cigarette, why don't you just blindfold me and shoot me?
You think I'm crazy.
No, I don't. But I do think you need help. I mean, you don't eat, you don't sleep, you're afraid all the time.
You got nothing to fear but fear itself. And, of course, the boogeyman.
Are, honey, stand up straight. Put your left hand on your hip. Now, strike a very sexy, sultry pose.
Hello.
Hi, Dorothy. What's wrong with your hip?
I was crap. I'm gonna mop the court with her.
Oh, my. Looks like our Dorothy still holds a grudge.
Of course she holds a grudge. We Sicilians are good at that. That and holding a grudge.
Sophia, you said holding a grudge twice.
Hey, if you're good at something, you brag about it.
Good, but you give me your honest advice. Can I still pull it off?
Right now, I'd be surprised if you could cut it off.
Are you implying that I might have gained weight?
There's only one way to find out. Here's the scale.
Oh, fine.
Probably you're sick. Now, I want you to see Michael Chang. He's a virologist on staff here at the hospital. You know, there are all kinds of diseases we didn't know about before. Look at Lyme disease.
Harry, am I gonna die?
I'm afraid so.
You really think so?
Sooner or later, I guarantee it.
Then they just don't get the message.
Oh, Blanche is so right, Dorothy. That was exactly the problem I had with Eddie Parker. He was this real sweet guy who was crazy about me, but I just didn't feel the same way about him. You see, when Charlie went off to war, I went to work for our local U.S.
Nice.
I'm working off all my excess sexual energy.
Why don't we just hook you up to the toaster and make Pop-Tarts?
Don't make fun, Dorothy. This is the 5th Friday night in a row I haven't had a date.
Honey, you're just in a little slump.
Is that what this is? I've never been in one before.
Michael, couldn't you have tried to make it work before you just walked away?
Oh, I tried. God knows I tried. But Ma, she didn't understand who I am. She didn't understand I'm a free spirit. And that's why I like to come home. Because you understand me.
You mean it's not...
She looked at me and hoped I would marry rich, which I did. Very rich.
Why didn't she ever say any of this?
She did. Who did she turn to whenever she's in trouble? Who did she come to live with? Her favorite. You.
Why?
Balance!
Rose, why don't they just carry 13 in each hand?
Excuse me, I have to make a phone call.
She's pretty uptight. I'm gonna have fun teasing her tonight.
Why don't we just start dinner?
Oh, good. What are we having?
Short ribs. I'm sorry, I'm going to have to interrupt. No, I'm sure this is a very worthy cause, but no, to be perfectly frank, at this moment, I couldn't give a flying fig about whooping cranes. No, I have to keep the line free. Fine, I'll send you a check. Hold it, let me grab a pencil. Okay, whooping cranes, yeah.
Open potatoes without burning your fingers.
No, it can't be done.
It can be done. For only $12.95, over 500,000 Zabornis have already been sold. Call this toll-free number now. Remember, with the Zaborni, a day without potatoes is unnecessary.
The kids from burning the school down before the other teacher gets back.
No, normally you'd be right, but this class knows that I'm filling in for the whole semester. And I must say, it's really nice having the same class every day and watching them grow and learn. And of course, they're not trying any of that usual substitute shenanigans. And she knows what I'm going through.
Well, not exactly. Actually, I've never been with a married man.
Get out of here.
No, it's true. I just never figured a relationship with a married man was worthwhile.
Good for you, Blanche.
Well, I'm no fool. The husband's
Eyes met. Sonny fell into the orchestra pit. Lyle forgot his lines and went into Under the Yum Yum Tree. Except for the reviews, it was a magical night.
Sonny, Bono, and Lyle Wagner. Dorothy, this is an embarrassment of riches.
No, I wanted
the fire.
3 times.
Wow. The seldom achieved Joan of Arc fantasy triple. Sophia, I hate you.
I think I'm...
And I'm still paying for an encyclopedia that my son used just once to look up sexual genitalia female.
Mrs. Beatty, it's not that. It's about your husband.
He dumped you.
Oh, but who do we know who knows a man?
Blanche, you know hundreds of men.
I know, I just like to hear you say it.
Hiya, sweetie pie. How you doing?
Him as a failure. I hope I never let him feel like one. If I did, I can only pray that he forgives me now. And that you will, too.
Oh, Mom. Come on, let's go find Charlie and...
Hi, guys.
Oh, Dorothy, I'm glad you're here. Sit down.
Oh, what is it, Ma?
As you know, my child, I'm getting on in years, and I've decided it's time for me to settle my estate.
What estate? Your loofah sponge and bus pass?
Don't forget the 4 gold teeth when your father worked.
What do you think you're doing?
I'm giving you the last rites, Mr. Ferguson.
I'm not Mr. Ferguson.
Then what are you doing in bed with him? The man's dying, for God's sake.
Beto, stand up and say, hello there. Oh, I know. You can give Miles one of those boudoir photographs. You know, where you pose for pictures in sexy lingerie?
Oh, I don't know. I'd feel cheap, like you.
Oh, gross. Come on.
Oh, yes. I'm sure he wipes the jug on his sleeve before he passes it.
Dorothy, now please, I've told him all about you. He's dying to meet you.
Oh, right. He's dying to meet a woman he doesn't even know.
Dinner tonight. I just hope he has the answer I want to hear.
No. No. Don't worry, I'll be there tomorrow.
Don't want to be a husband? Why, you let me know. Bye.
We'll look into this first thing Monday morning.
It can't wait.
You're right. We'll do something immediately. We'll fill out a form. Must be one in here somewhere. It's okay. Sexual discrimination, sexual education, sexual harassment. Okay.
Dr. Harris.
Well, I'm afraid Dr. Harris couldn't make it. His wife's having a baby.
Well, normally I'd be happy for her, but right now I couldn't care less. What are you going to do for us?
Well, why don't you tell me the kind of symptoms you've been having?
Well, I have a fever, and my throat is sore, and my stomach is upset.
Prove our relationship, I'd be happy to oblige.
There is one small thing. In the morning, when you go out in your robe to pick up the newspaper, wear your shorts. No.
What is it?
It's a beetle.
They call it a fly, but it's really a beetle?
Yes.
How do they know it's Spanish?
Because it wears a little sombrero.
Well, why don't they just call it a beetle? Spanish beetle.
Because they call it Spanish fly.
Well, then what do they call their fly?
I don't care, Rose. Forget
In his 80s, you just showed me a woman in her 50s who can do that. And don't tell me Joan Collins. That woman belongs in a wax museum.
All right, it is not just menopause, it's what it represents to you, growing older.
Yes.
And growing older represents a loss of attractiveness.
Yes.
Is that all there is to you, sex appeal?
Thank you so much for coming. A man as brilliant as you must be terribly busy.
That change your life didn't change her life.
Well, it's no mystery. The minks won't breed because they're too old.
You're kidding.
Isn't he brilliant?
Somebody sold you minks that are too old to breed. They're worn out. They're not interested.
Oh, yeah, I caught. You remember. I ran 6 miles in the rain and the cold to bring you the cannoli you forgot to put in your lunchbox.
Ma, please.
Don't worry. I'll be all right. You all go schmooze with Bert and his Hollywood buddies. I'll just stay here and hack myself unconscious.
Well, that's being a good sport.
There I was, alongside the other 2 finalists, churning my guts out. When all of a sudden, for no apparent reason, my churn jammed. Yes. And just like that, it was over. I'd lost. It was the biggest disappointment in my life.
Beautiful eulogies. And then, just as the minister was getting everybody in a frenzy of grieving, I rushed out and said, "Yoo-hoo, it's me, Blanche. I'm not really dead." Well, the next thing I knew, my daddy was horsewhipping that riverboat captain and dragging me off to a religious girls' school in Atlanta.
Ma, you're not fooling me. You feel bad because Mrs. Claxton didn't have anybody.
Maybe I do and maybe I don't. What's it to you?
Yeah, you're right. I'll chip in.
All right, Sophia, count me in too.
Oh, Sophia, I think you're a wonderful person. It's a lovely idea to share Mrs. Claxton's funeral expense.
Tickle the ivories, Rose.
Coochie, 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 coochie.
Rose, play or die. Miami is nice, so I'll say it twice. Miami is...
I just can't believe it.
Believe it, Rose.
I can't. You know how it is when you can't believe something?
Yes, I can't believe Alan Thicke has a hit series, but that doesn't mean it isn't so.
I blame you for this, Blanche.
What did I do?
If you hadn't sent him on that date, Michael never would have seduced my daughter.
What are you talking about? He didn't seduce her.
Oh, you...
Down the wall and make mad, passionate love on the carpet.
Blanche, what the hell are you talking about?
You stole the closing banquet of the only art show I've ever put together in my entire life.
I did not steal your banquet. Mr. Allen assigned it to me.
And why? Why should he get...
Oh, Rose, honey, now don't let this personal thing depress you.
Dorothy, I can't help it. I haven't been this depressed since I was rejected by Uncle Sam.
Well, honey, if he was your uncle, it wasn't meant to be. It's not like...
To the French Club. But you know, for the last 15 years, I've been asking myself, is that enough? And about a week ago, I answered myself with a big fat no.
Good for you, Isaac. It takes a special man to talk to himself like that.
Well, merci. That's French for thank you.
You're remarkable, Isaac. All this and citrus farming, too.
Hello there.
Oh, Dorothy, Blanche, isn't it a wonderful party?
Glorious.
You two having a good time? My only regret is that I didn't decide to call Isaac sooner.
Oh, that would have been hard. Mom didn't allow me to have my own phone till last year.
While we at the 4th of July picnic, the whole town is here.
To hell with this town. Come away with me.
But you're a drifter, Biff. I can't just pull up stakes and run off with you.
Please reconsider, Josie. You're the prettiest girl in the county. I need to have your answer now. What's it going to be?
I want you to...
Well, I'm only thinking of me, too. And if you two can't adjust to my new lifestyle, well, maybe we have a problem here.
No, Rose. You're the one who has a problem.
Are you telling me that I can't live my life the way I want?
Not if it means disrupting everybody else's life, Rose. You're getting impossible to live with.
Is that so? Well, then I guess it's just... I've been tinkering with the heater trying to get it to work.
Oh, Rose, you're a genius.
Boy, that's a sentence you don't hear every day.
She's working great now, except for one little thing. I turned the air conditioner on instead of the heater, and now it won't go off.
Great! Now it's going to be colder inside than it is outside.
I think say my prayers.
Oh, Rose, God wouldn't mind if you skipped a night. He's very busy these days. Most of his free time is spent talking to Pat Robertson.
Hello, God, it's me, Rose Nyland. I'm sorry to be getting in touch so late tonight. I hope I didn't sleep on a hard wooden bench. I don't think I have ever been this depressed in my entire life. Your bra, what was your lucky handkerchief doing in there?
I was blowing my breasts, Rose. I stuffed it in to give me cleavage. To turn on the butcher so I could get a decent piece of veal.
It's better as a teaching priest at St. Helens instead of a parish priest here. Well, we're going to miss you around here.
Look, I know priests are men and they have urges. What is it, lust? It'll pass. I do without you. Get used to it. Get cable TV.
Ever got a letter?
She never sent it. She forgets.
I don't forget anything.
Hi, Angela.
Hi, Blanche.
No, honey, I'm Blanche.
Doesn't that make it confusing, having two Blanches in the same house?
And Angela, honey, wouldn't you like to lie down? You've had a long trip.
I don't want to lie down. I just got here.
Oh, I always get tired after a long...
Said he might be here.
Yes, he... Is something wrong?
I'm with the Immigration and Naturalization Service. We have reason to believe that Mario is in this country illegally. Mario, afraid you'll have to come with me.
I think much of the credit goes to the food. It's original yet familiar, piquant yet comforting. Blanche tells me she worked very closely with the caterer.
Did she tell you they were naked most of the time?
You'll have to excuse my mother. She was a witness to the Hindenburg disaster.
Thank you.
Damn, I'm good.
Sorry for.
Dennis.
Hello, Mother Dorothy.
I can't believe you'd show you.
Much, but I work alone.
Listen, I've got to run. Will you let me know about dinner tomorrow night? Bye.
Oh, thank you, Sophia. That was quick thinking.
No big deal. I mistake a lot of people for my grandson.
Did she just invite you to dinner?
Yes.
Al.
No, forget it. It's too dangerous.
Nobody could break the case wide open.
But no,
What is this about? What are you talking about?
We're trying to figure out a way to plant a bug in their house.
Shut up, Bobby. Come on, it's not their job.
I know we're not getting Zip on the phone. They're too smart. If we want to get an arrest warrant, we got to plant a bug.
I'll do it. I'll be the plant.
You are a plant.
Rose.
George. Promise me one more thing.
What?
Promise me you'll never die.
If I...
Dorothy! Dorothy! I got a Charlie horse. I can't make it. Shake it off him!
Again.
I've got to get to the counseling center.
Oh, honey, come on. Take the day off. Call them.
But those people need me.
What good can you possibly be to them?
Well, I'll be there. I'll smile. I'll nod. Fortunately, a lot of them hear voices. I'll just tell them one of them is mine.
Wendell, I called you paisan, friend, brother of the scalp. Because if I may get philosophical for just one moment, I've always believed we bald men are like any other minority. That's why we have to stick together.
Who you calling bald?
Nobody. Just
And also honestly say that I'm amazed the way this lays out. You only owe the government a small amount.
You're kidding.
No, $5,000.
5,000? We don't have that kind of money.
Uncle Sam doesn't like to hear that.
Aunt Dorothy doesn't enjoy saying it. Oh, Stanley, this is the nicest thing anyone's ever done for me.
Rose, honey. Come on, let's go down to Wally's and see if we can meet some men. Come on. Come on.
Okay.
Hey, if you're taking Biscayne Boulevard, would you keep an eye out for my hair?
This is just amazing. How did you ever find Rose after all this time?
I got Rose's address from Charlie's Army pension records. And I realized a lifetime had passed, and I never laid eyes on my old chum's favorite girl. So I made myself a promise. If I was ever in the area, I'd pay my respects.
That way I'd have all the latest gossip around town.
Oh, you read me the gossip. In fact, I remember there was some kind of a scandal with a neighbor, I think. The name was, let's see, oh, thank you.
Phineas Wiggler? I can't believe you remember that.
Well, in all fairness, Phineas Wiggler is a...
Marriage, family, and tradition. Not to mention wedding showers, catered affairs, the bridal registry at Burdine's.
No, I know what you mean, Blanche, but there's another side to this. If I had lived with Stan before we got married, I could have spared us both some very painful time.
Don't ever change, pussycat. Rebecca, I've held my tongue for 2 solid weeks, but I cannot any longer. Now, I am your mother, and I cannot let you go out that door without asking you why. Of all the men on God's green earth, have you decided to marry that lump of nothing out there?
I remember my mother making me practice the tuba 3 hours a day, 7 days a week for 10 years. Oh, I hated it, but it finally paid off.
I didn't know you played the tuba.
Oh, I don't. No, I gave it up. But I can blow 32 pounds of air into a tire in less than a minute.
Of course not.
Of course not. I'm strictly cheerleaders, wild parties, and hot tubs.
Hey, Stan, before I forget, a deal's a deal. Here's your 50.
That's okay, Sophia. This one's on the house.
Running for class president in the 3rd grade.
Why, what does that have to do with anything?
Well, his campaign slogan was vote for me and I'll show you my wee-wee. He won by a landslide.
You think maybe we could have dinner Saturday night?
Well, why don't I just check my date book and I'll let you know.
Sure. I'll call you tomorrow.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.
Well, isn't this an interesting turn of events? Gosh, I just don't know what I'm going to do. You know, he is a little bit younger than I am. Why, many times that first time. Many, many times.
You did?
You didn't?
No. Oh, it was nice. I mean, being near Charlie was nice. But it was 5 years before I knew what made your eyes go back in your head.
Change?
God, I hate that expression.
What is the big deal, Blanche? It's nothing. Look at it this way. You don't get cramps once a month. You don't go on eating binges once a month. You don't get crazy once a month.
You just grow a beard.
Music. Tickle the ivories, Rose.
Coochie, 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 coochie.
Rose, play or die. Miami is nice, so I'll say it twice.
Does that mean you don't think I'm smart enough for the job?
Well, no, I think you're smart enough. You just have no taste.
Okay, girls, which goes better, the silver chain or the pearls?
The chain.
An amateur's mistake. Can't you see that the chain...
Ma, how did this happen?
Vincenzo, no il garage, ma una stanza da letto.
Stanza da letto? Sofia, tu mi hai detto un garage di prima classe, ti ho dato un garage di prima classe.
It was a slight misunderstanding. You see, in Sicily, every region has its own dialect.
Blanche, please, that's a stereotype.
Call it whatever you want. I'm just grateful it's true.
Isn't it great the way we're all getting along? And Michael and Lorraine didn't have superhero code. He'd never drop a girl.
Well, I'm glad the publicity stunt worked, and I could not be happier that you got your job back.
Freddie will be here any second. We've got a lot to celebrate.
Yes, I'm still Mr. Terrific, and he's still Mr. Policeman.
I cannot sleep.
Bye, Charlie. Thanks for calling.
Now can we go eat?
No, I haven't heard from Michael yet.
Fine. Wait for your phone call. My blood sugar will drop and I'll have a stroke. This corsage will knock me.
You do this for free.
Then be grateful. Anything happening?
Yeah, we got 3 in surgery, 2 in x-ray, and you have to deliver these on your break.
In your dreams. I'm a sunshine lady, not a teamster. Now get the hell out of here and let me do my work.
This ain't all of time.
Well, it's 7:15 here. You subtract an hour.
Now, look, all this nonsense has to stop, Rose. What we saw was not a UFO.
Well, it wasn't a plane. Planes aren't that thin or that bright.
Neither is Oprah Winfrey, but that doesn't make her a flying eagle.
And it happened during a big rainstorm.
Rain?
Yeah. Which caused a mighty flood that covered all the land.
Oh, come on. Blanche, nobody in his right mind is going to believe this story.
This is going to St. Olaf.
Which caused a mighty flood.
Believe me, they're much funnier dead. As I was about to enter the light, a voice boomed. Before you can enter the gates of heaven, you must patch things up with your ex-son-in-law, Stan.
You see, babe, it's all part of the big guy's master plan. I am but a humble servant.
I think.
Listen, Stanley, you're not going to get away with this. I know you're just doing it for the settlement.
What makes you think I'm not doing it out of love for Sophia?
Because you are a liar, a cheat, and a scuzzball.
Sure, dwell on the negative. Sophia, we've got a major problem. The insurance company won't...
Ma, you know how I feel. I cannot give you my blessing.
Dorothy, I love you, but if you ruin my happiness, I will put a Sicilian curse on you that will be like hell on earth.
Ma, you can't put a Sicilian curse on your eldest daughter if the mother is marrying a man under 5.
Max, put the paintbrush down a minute. Taste this pizza. I want an absolutely honest opinion.
I'm dying.
Yeah?
It's gorgeous.
Yeah?
Perfection, like velvet in my mouth. A masterpiece.
Which was a shame because it's the first car to this day that ran on free fuel. It was totally powered by cow manure. I think a lot of people were turned off by the ad. A cow sitting on a gas tank reading the Farmer's Almanac.
Dorothy, all that stuff I said about preparing for a burial, forget it.
Oh, Ma, you finally came to your senses.
Yes.
To talk.
Oh, honey, what is it?
Well, all day long, Blanche has been giving me looks. I think she's really mad.
Look, Rose, what happened between you and Clayton last night is your business, not Blanche's.
But that's just the point, Dorothy. Nothing happened between Clayton and me. Nothing physical, anyway.
Well, why did Clayton say the two of you slept together if you hadn't?
Because he's trying to hide something about himself from Blanche. I don't even feel right saying it out loud. Maybe if I just whispered it. Real goober.
Oh.
And Dorothy, I wouldn't say that right to her face. Of course, I'd have to stand on a chair. It's her, isn't it?
Now, Dorothy, don't you be mad at Rose. She's only saying what...
Oh, I just love a mime. It's all on account of my Uncle Gustav. He was a coal mimer.
You mean a coal miner?
No, a coal mimer. You see, he had a bad back, and he didn't want to lose his medical benefits, so every morning he'd go down the shaft and pretend heading of lust. I'm really confused.
Look, life is tough. I'm not happy that a fellow human being is passing away, but it's out of our control. If we don't make a few bucks on this deal, somebody else will.
Is our absolute limit.
Next, we have Community Property by Jasper de Kimmel. This is a small piece, but certainly one which will be worth many times its current value someday.
Like tomorrow.
Keeping a secret just isn't your strong suit, is it, Rose? Hi, Ma. How's the packing going?
Go a lot better if I had a screwdriver. Which is exactly the amount of each girl's life savings.
Exactly?
That's why this is a story instead of an immigration report. May I continue? One girl chooses to spend her money and take a chance on adventure. The other plays it.
Say we just forget our money and save our behinds.
Why? You've got a lot more behind than you do money.
No, I'm with you. I say let's cut our losses and get out of here.
I thought I was safe backed up against these pillows.
Why don't we see what's keeping Trudy and Dorothy?
Yeah, probably got caught. Mama accepted it, too. Along with a brand new Cadillac Eldorado for her birthday. You know, my family had a few dollars, and I loved them dearly, but when you get right down to it, basically they were trash.
Rose, spit it out.
But Dorothy...
Right now, Rose. This is Fred Flintstone. Right.
Oh, thank goodness I worried all the way over here. I'd get it backwards.
I could have lived with smart and sexy.
You do live with smart and sexy.
Who's this? Holly, this is...
Oh, wait now, Rose, let me. She...
This is it, Sophia?
This is pretty trivial, really. I'll do fine with what God gave me. Having Lillian here made me realize that my problems are pretty trite.
I suppose something like this does make your breasts seem rather small.
Insert bullets into your victim manually.
Okay, Ma, I'll try it again. But believe me, there is nothing in this world I hate more. I spoke too soon.
Hi, Nate. It's me, Stan. Wait, let me rephrase that. It's me.
Hi, girls. This is not what it looks like.
What they do is their business, but if I ever see your hand on Rose's behind, it'll kill me.
No matter what you do, everything stays where it's supposed to. Now, when you lean over, it looks like somebody's let the air out of your face.
What?
Honey, lean over a mirror sometime and take a look at yourself.
Where's a mirror?
There's one in the tool drawer.
Don't worry about it. You won't be needing it. Dorothy, get dressed. You're fine.
I beg your pardon?
We've run every test known to man. They're all normal. You can get dressed, go home, enjoy your life.
But, Dr. Stevens, I was always healthy, and then I came down with this flu. I can't get rid of it. I've been sick for 5 months now.
For how long?
I don't know, a long time. They were a year apart in school.
That's impossible, Rose.
No, it isn't. How is she?
Wiped out and depressed, even though she tries.
Woke up from her sedation. She told them that he said from the grave, we never paid our 78 through 86 income taxes. And his partner said only Gustav would know that. He must be alive. So they all raced to the cemetery and the entire...
I see things more clearly than the average person. My perceptions are keener.
Oh,
my eyes,
Blanche. Sophia, we have all seen our husbands die. We know what that is.
Except for her, she was getting a manicure.
No wonder I'm up in the middle of the night working my way through the cheese keeper. Thank God I don't have the thighs of a normal woman. I tried to talk her out of it. She says she has thought it through and there is no change in her mind.
Well, it might not be so...
Get him on a couch made out of Corinthian leather.
The woman has such lofty ambitions.
Thanks for the suggestion, Sophia, but there's really nothing Enrique Mas can do. They have the legal right to cut off the pension. No, I'll just have to get out there tomorrow. Splurged? Okay, 1 year we went to Chicago to tour the stockyards. But it was our 20th anniversary. We had a romantic trip coming.
You must have been the envy of every woman in St. Olaf.
Oh, it was more than the stockyards. We even got to...
This one.
You're a college professor?
Well, what did you think I meant when I said I taught Hemingway?
I thought you were old.
I want you to meet some people, Rose. Gail, Lillian. It's my friend Rose. How do you do?
Hello, Miles.
Oh, this place is fantastic. I feel like I did when I was 20.
You mean unmarried and pregnant?
Blanche, look around. Isn't this wonderful?
Parents.
They're out in the woods somewhere. Well, we better call Harry. We're very lucky we have a pediatrician right down the street.
No, that's a bad idea.
Why?
Because by the time I get my hair done and my face on, that baby could be in serious trouble. Let's call his real pediatrician.
Okay. Pediatrician. Here it is.
Maybe he's just a hypochondriac.
Really?
Well, let's take a look. So, you've been keeping these ladies busy, have you?
Oh, I didn't mind. I have such a highly developed maternal instinct.
$100 so I can get my TV. And I've been working out what we can tell Blanche about that plate. I wrote it down. You be Rose, why don't I be Sophia? This is what we'll say right after they walk in the door. Hi, Blanche. You look beautiful. Welcome home. I love you. I broke. I was getting out. Gee, that's gonna be rough. I bet after 10 years in the jug, he's gonna be pretty short on foreplay.
Come in.
Hi.
Hi.
On earth I can't handle.
Well, I got nowhere with Fred. And Ma was no help. There was no way to control her mouth. Oh, my God! Oh, what happened?
Oh, what's the matter?
Well, you might as well come over for a look. How about, say, 12:20? Oh, good. Well, I can't wait for you to get your hands on it either.
You're not having company, are you, Blanche? Because I want everything to go smoothly for Miles and Caroline.
He never wants to see you again. And the truth is, I'm going out with Thomas tonight. You're not upset, are you, Blanche?
Well, no, I'm not upset. It serves me right. Hey, matter of fact, take the Mercedes. Yeah, have a good time.
Oh, Blanche, that's awfully sweet of you.
Tell it.
Hi, Mrs. Devereaux. Do you remember me? I was here the other day.
David, I want you to come in and sit down. Now, we have to have a talk. I am tired of you lurking around outside my house.
Miles. Oh, that'd be great. Dorothy's Bornak. Fine.
We'll call you, and you'll be seeing a counselor and then the doctor. Meanwhile, just take a seat. Ms.
Zbornak.
Change your mind? I understand. Yeah. Goodbye. Swell. Now I don't have a band for the banquet.
What happened?
Oh, they decided to play at the Free Noriega benefit.
Hi, girls.
I'd have put money on that.
But still, St. Olaf's town motto was better Ned than Red. Ned was sort of the town idiot.
When, on your days off?
Wedding, Charlie and I had the most exciting, passionate night of our lives. After that, whenever we'd go to a wedding, we'd end up going home and putting on the cast album of Song of Norway and going crazy on each other.
What are you saying, Rose? Weddings get you hot?
Your roots.
Why should I do this for you? First, you left me at the altar. You shamed me. You shamed my father. You left me with a sullied reputation.
But we didn't do anything.
Well, how do you think that made me look?
I was a kid. I was scared that if I got married and had a family, I never would get out of that village.
In all my nakedness and asked him for a romp?
Right. I was wondering if maybe you were too direct.
In what way?
How can I explain this? Okay. You see this little possum in my
Afterglow.
So let's see if I've got this straight. You and this Max Weinstock were...
Getting it on.
Thank you.
If you're gonna write that down, make it 3 times a night. He'd like that. Don't let your ego get involved.
My ego is not involved. Look, I'm nobody special, Ma. I'm just an average citizen. I saw another citizen and I reached out. A man changed his life and I'm just somebody who helped him do it. Me, Dorothy Zbornak. Miracle worker. Has a sense of humor, too.
Okay. Boy, I bet we're both relieved Mrs. Contini did such a great job matching us up. I'll have to thank her in the morning.
Wait, can we back that up a second? Who is Mrs. Contini? What do you mean matching us?
Stand back! I'm not afraid to use this.
Rose, what are you doing?
Oh, darn you! I believed you. I even apologized to you.
Rose, I forgot myself. It will never happen again.
You're damn right it won't happen again. Not to me or Dan.
Shut up. Get a life. Stop calling Rose. She doesn't want to talk to you, so leave her alone. Thank you.
Is that what you wanted to say to me, Rose?
Well, I'm sorry, but I suppose so.
Excuse me, can I get your attention, please? I'd like to clear the air.
God has called me, and I intend to answer.
You're really serious about this, aren't you?
Yes, Dorothy, this means a lot to me. Do you think I could leave you that easily?
A minute ago, you were going to spit on me.
Do you have this much trouble with your kids?
What?
You care for me? You care for a cat or a dog or a goat? When I tell you I love you and you tell me you care for me?
Oh, please, Sophia. I care for you a lot.
I'm going home, and don't bother driving me.
Oh, look, Sophia.
Phil had great taste. That's one of the things I loved about him the most from the beginning. His sense of style. You know, we were married for 26 years. And my family still talks about that wedding dress. God, I wish I could wear a plunging neckline like that.
I want to go out with you.
But we shook on it and everything.
If it makes you feel any better, I'll go out with you.
Instead of her, I go out with you?
Right.
Okay.
So good to see you again, Blanche. And who have we here? Hello, I'm Susan Dodd.
I'm Clayton Blanche's.
Then take down this address. Gladys Goldfarb, 326.
Rose, I know this is a little overwhelming for you, but look, try to look at it through my eyes. I have my life back now. For the first time in years, I've been able to call my friends and let them know where I am.
Well, you may have your life back, but
So together.
I can't believe this is happening. Maybe we better try Springfield. He'd never find us in Springfield.
Which Springfield?
Aha! Girls, don't worry. As soon as Miles and I are settled, we'll let you know where we are.
No, Rose. I'm afraid we won't be able to let anybody know where we are.
But we won't.
Chest pains!
Ma, it's not going to work. I don't feel guilty.
Dorothy!
Nobody help her. Now, we all know she's fine. We all know what she's doing. God, I hate that woman. Ma! I had to. But, Ma, this is different. You know, I've always wanted to teach an honors class, but now that I am, well, the kids are making me feel stupid.
Dorothy, I'm going to tell you something I never told you before. When you were about 12 and we lived in Brooklyn, they called me into the...
Not a Yankee Hands. If you prick us, do we not bleed? If you tickle us, do we not laugh?
Sometimes all night. I've heard her.
My point is, I am made up of many ingredients, but perhaps that is what gives me my uniquely American flavor.
You still think of me as your little girl?
Of course I do. In fact, come on. Sit on my lap. For old time's sake.
Oh, come on, Ma. You can't be serious. I mean, I'm a grown woman.
Parody.
Sold! For $4.
Well, it's degrading if you don't hit double figures.
I really appreciate your bidding on Dorothy. It's for a good cause. You'll be rewarded. Not in this lifetime. Well, where's the outpouring of grief from all the many, many men whose lives I have left barren and empty?
Maybe they just don't know you by your real name.
Well, here it is, Serafina's next chess move. Perfect. I already know my next move. And when Serafina sees...
In July, we got picked up, and I went in and I talked to, I guess it was you and Tony Thomas. And I said, okay, guys, I know I'm not supposed to do this with a Southern accent. I've got an idea. How about Mae West? And I remember you said, not. Okay, let's see. You said 8 years ago, spring? That starts right here. I'm going to prove to you I am not a sexually indiscriminate person.
Well, her name isn't Bed.
Wait a minute. It says right there, you slept with a traveling salesman.
In fairness, it says that on her license.
Hey, because this guy was a jerk because he didn't sleep with you?
Oh, yeah. What'd you think I was saying? Gosh, it's getting late. I bet it's after 1 o'clock and Dorothy's not home. I guess Dr. Kagan's turning out to be wonderful.
Or maybe he drugged her and sold her into white slavery.
What the hell is
Oh, we just got a pledge for $20.
Oh, let's go to the talk board. Drum roll.
Stop! Whoa! Guido?
Thanks.
Isn't it something, Blanche? Do you believe they gave us the same table?
Well, why would they seat us separately?
I mean the same table as last time.
Oh, of course. Silly me. Oh, and look, even the same chairs.
Blanche.
That's great, Ma. That's really beautiful. But there's nothing like that between me and Mr. Gordon. If you don't believe me, why don't you join us for lunch?
Join you for lunch? Let me check my social calendar. Oh, okay, I'm free.
Ma.
Rose, could I see you for a moment?
You're mad, aren't you?
Dress at 7:30 for a dinner date. So which one of you really is Dorothy's boy now?
I am Dorothy's best friend, Blanche. I'm filling in for her because she's dead.
Fixed it.
Oh my God, Blanche, this bed is vibrating.
It better be at these prices.
Blanche, I don't think any of this was a very good idea.
I know what you need. Some music. You need some nice, soothing music. You have lost my trust, and when a man loses the trust of Blanche Devereaux, well, let's just say I have a list of things I will not do with guys I don't trust. Admittedly, it's a short list, but I bet all your favorites are on it.
Blanche, you must... Blanche, a remarkable woman. I've known her just this evening, and she's already reformed me. The result of her benevolence, I shall steal no more.
Boy, I don't envy you. My friends in the workforce say this is no easy time to be changing careers.
Surprise! Well, Rose, look who's here. These are my colleagues from the English department. Gentlemen, this is Rose. Hi, Rose.
Hi, Rose.
Come on in. I'm just about to unwrap Rose's present here.
Oh, Miles, we don't have to do that right now.
Hey, don't let us spoil your birthday party. Go ahead and open it.
No, Miles.
Look, you're not going to spoil this for me. Tonight, I get to be the person I want to be. No baggage. I am free. Nobody has to know that I haven't fulfilled my dreams, or that I got pregnant in high school, or that I stay home on Saturday nights.
Then what the hell am I supposed to talk about? Friend, right here with me. I need you in my life, Rose.
You need each other. Stay, Rose. This is your family now.
Well, we do have a lot in common.
Yeah. You're both natural brunettes.